What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. That's right, we do have enough news today for a transfer update. Thumbs up from me. Before I crack on with this transfer update, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 19k subscribers. We're less than 900 subs away from that goal. I'm doing daily Manchester City transfer updates for everybody to stay up to date with. So if you want to stay up to date every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then do subscribe. It's free. Also, my social media links are in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. I'm actively looking for a sponsor for these transfer updates. Also, you can go and follow me on my Twitch. Link is in the description. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes once more is the like goal, and also most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Without further ado, let's crack on with this video, and we're going to start off first with the out, and we've got an update on Ivan Ilic. Now, Hellas Verona in Italy, they still want to sign Ivan Ilic. They had him on loan last season. They want him on loan again. The loan fee being mentioned is €1 million. Manchester City, though, want a permanent transfer. We're looking at, I reckon we're probably looking at north of €5 million to get this transfer done. I'm not too sure Hellas Verona have that kind of money, so I don't think that it will be a permanent transfer for Ivan Ilic this summer. He spent last season, like I said, out on loan at Hellas Verona, so that could go one of two ways. Either he really enjoyed it there, he's really settled, and he wants to join them again, or he feels like he's achieved everything that he can achieve in Verona and he's got nothing else left to achieve and he wants a new challenge. It'll go one of two ways. It does tend to go one of two ways when it comes to young players. Just have a look at Patrick Roberts when he did his loan spell at Celtic, did everything that he needed to do in Scotland, and it was time for him to push on, and he chose, actually, I want to stay at Celtic, and it ended up hindering his career, and now he's lingering in the Championship. And so that's the last thing you want when you are a young player making the wrong decision at the wrong time. So yeah, we'll see what happens with regards to that. ESTAC Troyes, who are of course part of the CFG, they want to sign Ivan Ilic as well on loan. It does give them an advantage being part of the CFG, having first dibs, of course, on Manchester City's young players. It all depends about the challenge. Does he want to stick with Verona, or does he want a challenge and go to France instead? We're still waiting upon news upon that. It will be completed at some point, and Ivan Ilic will leave Manchester City on loan. I'm confident that it will be a loan and not a permanent transfer, so it's all about a waiting game and seeing which club it will be. All this information is provided to you for this story by Tutto Mercato, who are a source in Italy. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a little update on Harry Kane, and if you are keen on Harry Kane joining Manchester City, you are not going to like what I have to say. Now, the Manchester Evening News, they're reporting that Spurs, they will not for any price sell Harry Kane this summer, and they've agreed in private. Somehow Manchester Evening News have managed to get hold of something that's been agreed in private. How they'd know this is completely beyond me. I'm just reporting what they have said, that Harry Kane won't be sold for any price. Spurs have told their new manager, Nuno Espirito Santo, of course, that Harry Kane will not be sold and will not be leaving Tottenham Hotspur this season. The only way Harry Kane leaves Tottenham Hotspur this summer is if he forces a move. He hands in a transfer request at Spurs and makes it very, very clear that he wants to leave. Harry Kane is having a great campaign with England at this moment in time. If England end up on Sunday beating Italy and winning the European Championship, I'm telling you right now, Harry Kane will not want to be doing a season of playing Europa League football. He'll be wanting to compete for the biggest trophies, the Premier League and the Champions League. Can Tottenham Hotspur right now offer that? To me, no. How much ambition has Harry Kane got? I do feel like this summer is the summer that if he is to leave, then it would be now. We'll see what happens, but Tottenham's stance very clear. They don't want to sell, so if Harry Kane is to leave, he will have to force the issue, and I'm not sure that he will, but I could be wrong. Now, moving on to a confirmed transfer. It comes in the form of Sergio Ramos. He has been linked with a move to Manchester City. I did say at the time that I felt like it was just his agent and his representatives trying to drum up more interest in his player and get bigger demands from a club. He signed for a club. Surprise, surprise. I said it right at the beginning of the story that he'd suit PSG. It stinks of a PSG signing, and lo and behold, there he is signing for PSG. Done and dusted. Doesn't mean he has to be linked with a move to Manchester City. Again, he's signs for PSG on a 2-year contract, which will expire in 2023. Now, moving on to our final story, Lionel Messi. This is a messy situation. I'll get my coat. I've been dying to use that pun, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, the update is Barcelona, they cannot register him. Confirmed, simple as that. If he signs a new deal, he cannot be registered until players leave and that wage bill comes down. Sergio Aguero, Memphis Depay, Eric Garcia, they've all joined Barcelona on a free contract. They can't play any La Liga games for Barcelona because they cannot be registered due to La Liga rulings on salaries and wages, and Barcelona's is far exceeding that, so that wage bill needs to come down. It's basically Barcelona saying to Lionel Messi he needs to take a pay cut. And then the president of La Liga, he's been having a go at Pep Guardiola, and Pep Guardiola's been having a go at him back. The war of words has not stopped, it's continued. The president of La Liga, he's been having some digs at Manchester City and PSG, saying that we cannot afford Messi. The only way that with Man City making a loss because of the COVID market and PSG making a loss again because of the COVID market, I'll tell you right now, every single football club's making a loss because of COVID, because of the COVID market. We've not any fans in stadiums, okay? That's just how it is. Anyway, he's saying that PSG and Man City, with making losses, they cannot afford to alter their wage structure and be able to afford Lionel Messi's wages to bring him in, so he's confident that he'll stay at La Liga. He's saying that if PSG or Man City, who are probably going to be the only two other clubs that would sign Lionel Messi in Europe, he's saying that there'd be financial doping. Yeah, very interesting words, some strong words used by the La Liga president, some quite bitter words, some jealous words there, and I find it very ironic that he's going on about financial doping whilst Real Madrid and Barcelona have had bailout after bailout, overspending after overspending, and it's gotten to a crunch point where them numbers, them figures, they need to come down, and they've done absolutely nothing about it. I have zero sympathy for La Liga, for Barcelona, and for Real Madrid, and that's coming from a football perspective, a football fan perspective, not a Manchester City perspective. They've overspent, and it's as simple as that. They cannot afford it, and it's jealousy. It is that PSG and Manchester City, the well-run businesses, they know how to run the businesses. They run the businesses with a very tight structure. Manchester City have a brilliant transfer policy in place and a brilliant wage structure in place. Man City have a very good squad, but we don't overpay. We don't have players on £1 million per week like some of the other clubs per se, and then players end up flopping. It's not how City have been doing their business, and if City were to sign Messi, that's not how they do their business. If Lionel Messi wanted to join Manchester City, it would be a pay cut. It would be a pay cut that means that he'd have to be on the same wage as what the top earners at Manchester City would have to be on. I wouldn't see Manchester City appeasing. We don't have to appease either because he's now a free agent. There'll be other clubs around the world that will be willing to pay Lionel Messi more than what Barcelona do. Is it all about money with Messi? Does he want to compete on a competitive stage? Does he want to have what was being described as last season one last dance with Pep Guardiola at Manchester City? Does he want to win the big trophies? Does he want to go to PSG and help to improve their stature and try and get them to their first Champions League trophy? Where's Lionel Messi's ambition? Is it money or is it football? Because I'll tell you right now, whilst everyone associates PSG and Manchester City with money, these two clubs show more ambition and more fight trying to win the biggest prizes than what some of the other prestigious clubs, I'm not going to name names, do. And they throw their toys out the pram when things don't start going their way. Look at the La Liga president. That's exactly what's happening. That's why this European Super League came out. No wage structure, no salary caps, none of this financial things. Bigger sponsors, more money for us. Greed is what it all comes down to at the end of the day. I find it very, very hypocritical, the comments made by the La Liga president in terms of Lionel Messi potentially joining either Manchester City or PSG. If Lionel Messi wants to pursue an exit out of Barcelona, he only needs to make that indication clear, and if he does, he can leave, and Man City can afford his wages if Messi will take the pay decrease. PSG, I don't think, won't care what La Liga's president's saying. Man City will keep an eye on the finances though, and like I said, they won't break their wage structure to bring Messi in. Like I said in my pun at the beginning, it's a messy situation to sign Lionel Messi, but certainly, definitely not dead in the water, this one yet. keep your eyes and ears peeled. I'll be doing that, of course, for everybody to keep you guys all up to date. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 300 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Leave your thoughts as well of what you made of these transfers in the comments below. Lionel Messi, things are getting very interesting. What have you made of La Liga's president's comments towards Manchester City? Harry Kane not being for sale. Do you think he should force a transfer? Would you be happy? Would you rather City look elsewhere? If so, who would you like City to sign? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It's free, 19k subscribers. That's the goal. Can we get there soon? That would be fantastic. Also, don't forget my social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. You can go and follow me on my Twitch as well. Link is in the description below. I'm going to be doing some live streams pretty soon at the beginning of August covering more football and Manchester City content, as well as continuing with the daily Manchester City transfer videos on YouTube and the return of the live watch-alongs for everyone to look forward to into the new season, and hopefully, fingers crossed, some football vlogs and we can get back to stadiums as well. That would be brilliant. So, there we go. That's been the video. Hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. I've been JSGC, bidding you all a farewell. Peace. Ciao for now.